Chinchilla Campdraft 2023, and the most important part of any draft is the cattle and the cattle owners. Jackie Knudsen joins me. We've got the restricted open on at the minute, and yourself and Ken, Jackie, are the cattle donors, if you like, major sponsors for this round.
That's correct, yeah.
It's a big thing to have the cattle and be able to donate them, and the Knudsen family have had a huge association with Chinchilla and the Chinchilla grandfather clock for many, many years.
Yeah, that's correct. It's been a tradition. Even Wayne's father, I think, went back as far as that I'm a Marian with not a passion for history, so I couldn't tell you exactly how it went.
After time, the history goes over my head anyway, so that's okay. You've taken it in turns, Pete and his family last year,
Yeah.
You and Ken this year.
Yeah, that's correct, and we've sent in a line of this year's weaner steers, drafted off 340 out of 600, and they're going well, but they're a bit light. They'd be a lot better if they had a bit more condition, but weather is what it is and feed is what it is, so...
And that's mainly because of the drought.
That's correct.
The further you travel, well, I come from Bendigo, and it's dry in Bendigo, but I must say the further you come, the closer you get to Queensland, it gets very, very dry, and right through here. So it is worry. To me, they look beautiful cattle, but I understand you'd saying they could be bigger just purely because of
could run on a little bit stronger, but they're not feedlot cattle. But the most important thing, a big factor is that they're a constant line of cattle, so everybody's in the same boat chasing the same cattle. Yep. So it helps for everybody to be on the same page in the same playing field kind of thing. And you do the final as well? No, we don't do the final, just the first round. Just the first round. Can't remember what I was actually going to say there. You have a love, though, of the camp drafting? Yes. Been camp drafting family sport. Started in the Northern Territory where I grew up. And, yeah, big fan of it. Got the bug, and it's been my main sport ever since. What is it about a draft? Well, I grew up sort of 9 hours from any form of civilization, and it was our outing or holiday, so to speak. So that's where you got to go to catch up with all your mates and do something that wasn't work. You're not light at the end of the tunnel, but something to look forward to. And I guess it just you get to think of it that way, and it's a bit of a recreational activity and a way to socialise. Getting more professional too, though. Do you enjoy the change? I do, but it'll be a sad day when it loses that socialising fun aspect. Like, I think there's definitely room for the top end to become more elite, but I think it's super important for there to be that, not lower end, but the more casual side to camp drafting, where people go just to have fun and, better their horses, and you got to get up to that stage at some point. But it's one of the more unique things I like about it, and I was just letting you go because that's one of the things. You watch the camp, and I've just been sitting up there, and I videoed your run there before, and we'll talk about your run. That's what I actually lost track of my thoughts. But everyone sort of helps each other or don't. Or I reckon sometimes there's a little bit of a jibe thrown here and there because you can see a few people might be getting a bit stressed, and it's a way of de-stressing things. It is unique, and it's probably one of the more unique parts of the sport. You guys that compete day in, day out may not realise it, but for myself as an outsider, and you come and you just watch all you guys, you're competing against each other. You've all got to get one of the cows around or the beast around and get a score. But everyone's standing there rooting for you. So it's quite unique the way it actually works, isn't it? What I guess I don't want the sport to lose, because you get more elite and more professional and more money gets thrown about. It's hard not to lose a bit of that. Yeah. And it's just because it's such a big game of chance and luck, is the element of everybody knows that you could be in next, and you could ask someone who follows you and say, what do you like in there? They'll tell you the best cow in there, because that's the luck of the sport. If you're in there when the cow's in there, good luck. Next time they'll be in there when the cow's in there. So, yeah, it's that part of it that's really unique, and that one of my most favourite things about it. You got a 22, I think, in the camp, and I videoed your run, and you ended up with an 86, I'm going to go with, off the top of my head from him. But that was one of the unique parts, what you're saying about it afterwards, that Dad came back, he watched the next run after yours and said, yeah, it might have been a better cow. Yeah. But you're not to know that at the time. No, not at all. And I mean, that's a part of the luck. some weekend it's your weekend, you'll go in there and you'll make a judgment call and it'll be the right one. Next weekend you'll go in there, you'll make a call and it won't be the right one. So you just got to know that that's part of it.
And that's a fun part of it.
Yeah, fun and disappointing all at the same time.
You got runs in the Grandfather Clock, the Open. You also got lady runs. You've got a pretty busy weekend. You enjoy it. Does Ken ride? Like, I know Ken's around there at the minute watching. Yeah. Does he actually ride?
He does. He's good open mare. Hurt herself at Juanda Plains Campdraft and she won't be back until next year. So he hasn't got a horse in this restricted Open because it's restricted to Opens.
Yep.
But he has runs in the Open and the Novice.
Very good. All right, it's great. It's a good family. I think the way the tradition you guys have here with Chinchilla as well, donating cattle every year as well. And I'm sure on behalf of the Chinchilla guys, I will say thank you very much to you guys and the whole family because, as I said, it was Pete's year last year. I got to interview Pete. Made sure I butchered about 3 of the interviews. Got to work out how to say Knudsen, so that part I've worked out very, very well. But I think it's great that what you guys do, and well done, and keep it up. And good luck for the rest of the week.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully I'll get some luck.
Thank you.